Bum, 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 Hello and welcome to the Creative Minds podcast. I'm Michael Beck, and the last episode I talked about social distance and creating, and had the pleasure of talking with my friends Michael and Cody about their collaborative project working on their album Space Clouds. And this episode I'm titling The Complete Package. And I thought that their album was a great example of a complete package. You had not one but two people with their different skills coming together, and then have just one song. They had multiple songs coming to create an album. All these different pieces, all these elements coming together. Uh, you know, uh, the the uh, the whole was greater than the sum of its parts, and it came to complete. Uh, if it was just they could have just shared a single, but they decided to share a collection of songs, and there was a concept to it, and so having all these songs, came together to broaden and share this bigger theme. So it was bigger and it was grander than just one song, and yeah, so I think that that's something that makes sense if you're like talking about an album. That's something that I can often overlook when I'm just thinking about more daily what I'm sharing, um, and in my social media when I'm sharing through my posts. I think I often want to just share just an image, and nothing more. And I think some of that kind of comes down to a bit of laziness, but also I think I have a tendency to just want to share the one thing and let people take that and interpret that however they want. But I understand and I see that, especially with some of the photos I've been sharing lately that are more abstract, it can be a challenge for people to know what they're looking at, and yeah, just be challenging for people to engage with it. And so by something that I could do, or if I had someone that I was collaborating with, or someone who was just another artist friend, um, they might recommend to me that I add maybe some writing uh, to go along with it to help people engage with it more. And so what got me thinking about this is I had a conversation with my good friend from college, Stephanie, and she does primarily surreal illustrations um, that talk about subjects of chronic illness, and mental health. And it's been really great to see her sharing her work. It's been an encouragement to me. It seems to be an encouragement to others as well. Just her being, vulnerable, and just seeing her processing through things through her work. Um, and we talked about how, um, yeah, just how. Um, where do I start here? Um, I think I should go ahead and say that um, the work that you share as art is subjective, and people uh, view things differently, and they don't always necessarily um, choose to enjoy the thing that the creator likes most. So we talked about the just the funny thing that you'll share something that you think is your best or that you really enjoy, and maybe it doesn't do quite as well as something that maybe you don't like as most, um, which is always funny. And so it can be helpful to maybe share a variety of things and kind of get a feel for what people like. But I think you're never maybe always going to understand or know what people like the most. And that's okay. I think that's kind of some of the fun, and that's some of the surprise. Um, but like I was talking about earlier, with my work and my post, somebody had come alongside me. She was observing her own post in her work, and was finding that um, the writing that she was sharing with her illustrations would really help, um, and people engage with her work. And she found that um, that could really that the writing did have an impact on how well it was received. Um, so yeah, I think that's really, I don't know if that's something that you all think about a lot, or if that's something you can be reminded of. But I think it's really good to think about that um, complete package, and things that we can do to add value to the work. I think there's sort of um, a different way of sort of looking at things. There's um, sort of the quick one-off sort of sketches, if you will. I think there's definitely a place for that, and no problem if that's the way you do it. But I think that there's also, it's good to think about sort of thinking about things in terms of a project where you can, people can tell that you've really thought through, um, the whole concept, and what you're offering is something that's complete, um, again, really thought through, um, and fleshed out, rather than something that's just kind of more of just a quick thing, that was just kind of sketched out, that wasn't completely thought through. Um, yeah, so I think that's all I have to share about that. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. And one other thing, if you have any ideas or thoughts of things that you would like me to discuss or share, feel free to let me know in the comments. And also, had a great time with the interview with my friends Michael and Cody. So if you would like to do an interview with me, I would love to do that. So feel free to send me a message as well, letting me know that you would like to do an interview, and we can get that on the podcast, and have some more great discussions, talking about the projects you're working on, and creative things that we can all relate to and be encouraged by, and yeah, just expand our knowledge, and expand the way that we think about the way that we're creating and the way that we're doing things. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care.